So, what are you seeing so far, still pretty early on, from the Luka LeBron pairing? Do you like what you're seeing? Is it surprising you?
Excuse me. Not only do I love what I'm seeing, I'm shocked by what I'm seeing. And Skip, to touch in your wheelhouse, when Luka had first arrived, and everybody was talking about what's Luka and LeBron going to do. Larry Brown, Hall of Fame coach, former Philadelphia 76ers, Indiana Pacers, and all that stuff. Larry Brown texted me, and all he said was, "Great players learn how to play together very quickly." So all he said, when you're great, trust you me, you got great with about, I'm not talking about, he said, wasn't talking about talent, great basketball players, meaning guys with IQs, basketball IQs. He said, when you have that, trust me, they learn how to play together quick. So I wasn't worried about them offensively. We were worried about them defensively because they were porous to begin with. On top of it all, losing Anthony Davis, having Jackson Hayes in the middle, and not much else. Had you viewing the Lakers as undersized and wondering what you gonna do against Houston with a Shagun, against a Memphis with some of the bodies that they have, and in Jackson and that big rookie that they have out of Purdue, and what are you gonna do against Jokic, of course, in Denver and stuff like that? And then you've got Oklahoma City with Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. What you gonna do? And we asked those questions, and we didn't realize that J.J. Redick has proven to be one hell of a coach. I mean, he kind of knows what the hell he's doing. And we knew and we saw how efficient they were going to be offensively. Little did we know that over the last 7 weeks or so, in terms of efficiency, the Lakers are the #1 defense in the entire NBA.
Yeah, since the trade deadline. Yep.
That's right. Yep. And so even before that, because it was like 13 games, it's like 13 out of the 21 games. So it was like a 7 to 8 game stretch before Luka arrived, and then Luka obviously arrived, and it hasn't compromised them anyway. And then all of a sudden, Skip, I go to a couple of games, and I start seeing things that you don't get to really, really appreciate on TV. Like, for example, Dorian Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura,
Jared Vanderbilt. Yeah.
Jared Vanderbilt, right?
Yep.
Yo, Skip, these guys ain't 6'2". They're like 6'7", 6'8".
They are.
And yeah, it's not like they're not big as Jokic or whatever, but they have athleticism, they have strength, they have some size, and they have the quickness and the athletic ability to get out and defend the wings. So I saw them incorporate that strategy, fronting and backing Jokic, and then getting out to a Porter, getting out to an Aaron Gordon, getting out to a Jamal Murray and stuff like that. You're like, wait a minute now. This defense, and then not only that, I can honestly say this, and this is a big deal because I thought that Darvin Ham was a damn good coach, took him to the conference. It was the first year, second year, first round, but both losses were to Denver. And I looked at Darvin Ham, and Skip, I've never seen the Lakers in the Frank Vogel era, in the Darvin Ham era, play defense like this. What I mean is they get after you. And the arguing and the sniping that comes to the bench when guys miss an assignment, you're seeing guys explaining themselves to a third or fourth assistant coach. It's like the accountability factor that J.J. Redick has created is symptomatic of who I know him to be from doing television work with him. He's detailed oriented. He's no nonsense. He doesn't mess around. And he's big on accountability. And he's got the team buying in. And that's what I've noticed. And I'm pleasantly shocked that their defense looks as formidable as it has looked.
Okay, I'm with you. There are certain nights I have seen Luka get torched by this player or that player, but somehow the rest cover for him in zone concepts, and Luka can steal the ball a la Larry Bird, as you know. He can get his hands on balls in the passing lanes. He can disrupt. And so the mindset is still a defensive mindset, even though he can't shuffle his feet like some can. Even LeBron at 40, he is still moving his feet. he will lock in and lock you up. So to me, they're able to overcome whatever on-ball deficiencies that Luka might have, and they are becoming a force on defense, and I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth.
Well, this is the thing. I saw Luka about a week ago. He's on the perimeter really, really trying to defend.
Yeah.
You know, he's not spectating. He's not watching and looking at the four other guys and saying, get it done so you can give me the ball and score for you. That's not what's going on here. Everybody has bought in, and you see the level of accountability that JJ Redick has fostered is what I've been impressed most. I saw LeBron James the other night asking one of the assistants, what defensive assignment do you want me to take right now? What do you want me to call? Who do you want me to guard here?
Yep.
What you want me to do? You want me to do that? I'm not saying those things have ever happened. I'm saying they have never happened. I'm saying it's not as conspicuous. It wasn't as conspicuous as it is now. We see it now. And we see it, and we see them looking over to the coaching staff, which, by the way, has two former head coaches in Scott Brooks and Nate McMillan on the squad. These men know what they're doing.
Yep.
And that's what I've been noticing, and I can't say enough about it. I really can't.
Okay. Although JJ wasn't known as a defensive specialist with a defensive mindset. Yeah. And I don't want to leave behind Darvin Ham. I'm a fan of Darvin Ham's.
So am I.
I still believe if he were still in place in that chair that he could be doing what JJ is doing. But I can't take anything away from JJ as a first-time ever head coach.
Well, here's what you can say. I can certainly believe that defensively, because that's Darvin Ham's specialty.
Yeah.
Offensively, that was not the case.
Yeah.
JJ Redick's and LA's offense is night and day compared to what it was with Darvin Ham. I expected it to be reversed, meaning they'd be successful because of their offense rather than their defense. I expected that. And I think the reason why we can't avoid giving JJ Redick credit is because everybody that expected him to have any kind of success, it was because of what his mind would ooze offensively. That's not what's happening here. It's also defense. And that's where it can't be ignored.
I know, but Stephen A., he's got two Magic Johnsons running his offense now. He's got two basketball geniuses running his offense. Well, I don't know how much you need to coach offense with those two running the show.
You can say that, Skip, but Phil Jackson taught you this. Don't mess up a good thing. You can mess up something that's good.
No, that's true.
You know, there is something to be said about you messing stuff up.
Yeah.
So we got to be mindful of that, because that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about a rookie coach who's never been a head coach on a collegiate level, never been a head coach on a high school level, wasn't a head coach. I mean, he's coaching his son. You know, a little league coach, for crying out loud. I mean, getting ejected at his, I think his 7 or 8 year old son's game. That's what we're talking about here. And we're talking about him going from that to coaching the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
And being a coach of the year candidate in his first year.